Hey guys, it's Legacy Gold here. Dr. Clay, Dr. Braddock. We had a comment the other day on one of the videos that we did. It was a video where we were talking about how to address the public whenever sometimes they say something negative about chiropractic or they're not sure what chiropractic is, and how to lead and direct them, and the communication in that format. And we had a really great comment from one of you guys that was important. We should have probably brought it up ourselves, which was, you're not going to be able to save everybody. You're not going to get everybody to be a chiropractic patient. And so we wanted to make sure that we actually address that so that you don't have that mindset of, you're not going to be able to save everybody, so what's the point?
Yeah. Like Dr. Clay said, it's a really important thing when someone says you can't convert everybody. One of my favorite pastors has a saying. He says, go with the goers. So if you spent all of your time, there's the old analogy of the burning building, and if you argued with one person that the building's on fire so long that no one else could get saved, that would be a poor use of your time. So we do get that. However, this I think is where it comes in, and it's pretty important because I think people are using this as an excuse.
Yeah, you still got to do your job.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is a lot of times people think, well, I just wait until all the people who desperately want chiropractic come flooding my doors, and then all those other people that aren't believers in chiropractic, they're not fans of chiropractic, they don't like chiropractic, whatever the case is, then I'm not going to waste my time on those people. And here's the thing: that's a pretty selfish attitude to have.
It really
is. It's a lazy attitude, is what that comes down to, because you have to take ownership of the fact that you are in a profession with negative brand equity. Okay, you have to wake up every morning and dig yourself out of a hole. The general public does not know what chiropractic is, 99% of them, and the ones that think they do know what it is think it's something totally different than what it actually is or how you probably practice. And so the fact is, you have to be able to communicate. Dr. Clay and I were talking before we hit record on this, of over the last 12 years in practice, some of our very best patients that we can start to go and kick through the way of seeing, well, they referred this person who referred this person, their whole family's here. Yeah. They're some of our favorite people we see were vehemently against chiropractic when we met them. They were skeptical. Mm-hmm. They had a bad experience in the past. They thought they should only need one adjustment, those type of things. And what it took was us not being lazy, us showing up to work, doing our job, communicating at a really high level what it is that we do and how that could help them. And those people all were like, can't argue with that. I mean,
yeah.
Can't argue with that.
And if you haven't watched the video that we shot on that, be sure you go back and watch it. Not that bartender became a patient of mine, but it did stop him dead in his tracks to the point where you just saw, a change in his facial expression, and he said, wow, that's one hell of a way to put it. And so it at least left him with something to think about. And like we said, obviously, we're not going to convert everybody, but it is the God's honest truth. Some of the most difficult patients that I have had over the years that, were true jerks on the first visit. The staff didn't like them. The staff warned me before I even walked into the exam room. Once we converted those patients, those are truly some of the best patients that we've ever had, and the top referring patients as well.
I love skeptical patients because they have the stones to ask the hard questions. Well, I've heard this. What do you say about that? And they're actually brave enough to go ahead and ask you some of those questions.
Yeah.
And as long as you've got the answers, you shouldn't be afraid of the questions. I love a skeptical patient because I know they're going to give me the best opportunity to educate them on what I do. And 99.9% of the time, we always win.
Yeah, and if you can turn that loudmouth into a patient, they're going to be a loudmouth for you and constantly refer.
Absolutely. And what you don't want is to start an argument. And I think that's the commenter. I apologize, Doc, that I can't remember the name that you had on there. But I think maybe what he's talking about is if somebody starts to be argumentative, and you don't want to get into just a pissing match.
Right.
And you don't ever want to come from an argumentative place. You want to come from a loving place and yeah, I've heard that before. Most people just don't know this or don't know that, and kind of be able to work your way into it. So you don't want to try to smash the person, but when you have logic and you have communication on your side and you understand how to Socratically question that person, you're going to win more times than you're going to lose. And if you don't play, you're lazy. Don't do that.
Guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps. And as always, thanks for watching these videos. This is Dr. Clay. God bless.
See you guys.